I usually like move their hands. It's easier to catch them if they're on the side.
Okay, so for beginners, for lever, or not for lever, but for handstand spotting, there's 2 ways to do it. You can spot on the side or here. The reason why you would choose one or the other depends on how well they know how to do a handstand. If they are pretty good at getting in a handstand already, you should be here so they don't do a handstand and fall off the beam, okay? If they can't get to a handstand, you don't really have to worry about them going that way because you're just trying to get them up to a handstand. So we're gonna do the first one where they can barely, remember this, Remy, it's hard for you to get into a handstand. So you are going to spot them, a pretty good spot. The first thing is you're gonna have them go slow. This is not a, let's do it. You know, just be like, all right, let's go. Like you just walk through it. So you're gonna have them go into their lever, then they're gonna put their hands down, and then they're gonna kick up, yep, and come back down. I did a mistake there, I don't know if you noticed. I'm on the wrong side of her because her front foot, that determines what side you should be on. I mean, I guess there's some coaches that can do both sides, or not both sides, but can spot from the other side, but it's really hard when their leg that kicks up is opposite of you to help them get their momentum. You can't even help them kick your leg up. So we're gonna do it again. You're gonna go into lever. I hold here and back here, touch, and then kick up. Whoop. I was on the wrong side again, I feel like.
No, that was good.
That's fine.
Maybe. I don't know. Wait. I don't know.
You did. This foot was in front last time. Do this foot in front. Okay. Okay, so lever. Yeah, you did. Lever. Kick up. Boop, boop, boop. And then kick back down. And then up. Boop, boop. Hold them right here. Don't hold down here. This is dangerous. Right here. Okay, you have more control over them. The closer to their trunk that you're holding, more control you have. Okay? Now, if they have a hard time getting into a handstand, right, sometimes you're going to have to move from holding their limbs to holding their waist. Because you don't want to go into a handstand.
Oh no.
Just a normal handstand. I'm just going to show them. You don't want to be holding their limbs if they can't even hold right here, right? So bend your knees and be like in an arch. Arch.
Oh gosh. No,
In an arch, please.
I'm too scared.
And you're like, you don't want to be holding their limbs on this part. You need to be holding right here. Okay?
Oh,
that's the most important part. Above anything, safety is important, okay? So if they are going into a handstand, right, and they can't get to a handstand, and you're holding the top of their legs, right? Their whole body's just arched to the bottom, and they're not learning anything. And as a matter of fact, you might be hurting them. And then how do you get them down from that? Because you're holding both their legs. How do you help them into a lever? You can't. It's not possible. So levers, arms and legs, and they go up to that, you hold the waist. And then you go back. But above all else, if they're just not feeling it,
whoa,
you just make sure they're safe, okay? It's more important than trying to teach them proper technique.
What about that?
If they're not staying on the beam, help them off safely. And that is it for begin. Okay, so then the other way, I'm going to it, sis. She's just trying to correct me. The other way to spot them is if they do know how to do a handstand. It's very rare in beginner, but sometimes it is. So you will be here, and the reason is if they can get to handstand, they're more likely, right, to fall off the beam this direction than that way, because they will overcorrect and arch and fall off. So you're going to be here to catch them. So they're going to go up, you're going to hold them right here, right? Then they're going to come back down, and as they come down, you're going to slide your arms and grab their arms, and then push them up. Okay, because you're trying to teach them that their arms stay by their ears. Okay, so like I said, you hold their waist, and then when they come back, you slide your hands up to their arms and help them up.
How do you say that if they arched?
If you want to arch, I'll show you.
Oh no.
Show up me an arch. Okay, so they go up and they arch like this. I just grab them and I turn them.
That's fun.
Okay. The other, so if they're really little, sometimes you can just grab them and they'll just arch over your shoulder. It's not a bad thing necessarily. If they're older like Remy, if I did that to her, it could really hurt her, right?
What did I do her?
Well, I didn't do it.
Oh.
So the best thing is to just take them and rotate them down to the ground, okay? Do not just try to carry them with them hanging upside down on your back. Especially, I mean, even if they're beginners, if they don't have very good flexibility, you could really hurt them. So the best thing is just to get them off the beam and off of you safely and quickly. So do it one more time where you're gonna overarch.
Or you're not gonna do the bad way, right?
No. Okay. Would never, no, I can't show you the bad way because it could hurt her. So they're gonna go up, overarch, you're gonna take them and twist them. Okay, so you just take them, wrap your
like
hold,
learning a back twist,
and then you take that and you just twist them to the ground.
No, it's fun though.
Okay, that's the best way to get them off the beam safely, and you aren't having to hold all their body weight. And that's it for spotting.
Dun, dun.